So Capsella bursipastoris, also called shepherd's purse. We use the entire aerial portions of the plant. It is hemostatic, which means that it will regulate blood pressure. So whether you have high or low blood pressure, this is another herb that can help regulate hemostasis within the body. It's a diuretic, a urinary antiseptic, and an antipyretic, which means reduces fever. The systems it enters are the reproductive and the digestive, spicy, sweet, and neutral, so can be used for any sort of constitution, whether hot or cold. We use it a lot for endometriosis, heavy menstruation, and cystitis. Because it is going to stop blood flow, we don't want to use it for people who already have scanty or no menstruation. We typically use it as an infusion or a tincture. In an infusion, we can go all the way up to 15 grams. So 3 to 15 grams is common. In a tincture form, pretty general with the 1 to 3 mils 3 times a day. The tincture of Capsella or shepherd's purse is really great to stop hemorrhaging and for prolonged menstruation. So sometimes we see these women that have what they call like a flooding menstruation. So they may bleed for 7 to 10 days, and then they only stop for a few days, and then they start bleeding again. This can happen a lot perimenopausal, where people are just like bleed and bleed and bleed until they stop bleeding altogether. Shepherd's purse tincture is really good to stop that prolonged bleeding. Midwives will also use it for postpartum bleeding. So sometimes people will get really worn out after giving birth because they just keep bleeding, their uterus doesn't contract. So also Capsella can really help curb the postpartum bleeding. So for those that have endometriosis and prolonged bleeding, you want to take 2 to 3 mils of the tincture every half an hour until the symptoms subside. So you may actually have to do this for a couple days, but it definitely will stop the bleeding if you take it in this dose of every half hour, 2 to 3 mils of the tincture. Not as commonly used because we think about it as a reproductive herb. Great for treating cystitis, which is that inflammation of the interstitial cells of the bladder, and other urinary tract inflammation. If you do have an infection, it's not going to treat the infection, but it will help with the inflammation.